Like, where the hell y'all been?
I know, right? Shit, that's crazy. All right, look
Mm-mm-mm.
like everything's a go. Look like we're good. Appreciate everybody who's here early, man. I mean, not early, but here at this time.
Right.
Because I didn't expect that, but we definitely appreciate it. This is First and Framerates podcast, episode 178. We get closer to 200.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is on a up and up. We're moving right along. Today we're going to talk about maximum football because that comes out tomorrow. I think DJ already put on Twitter that he's going to be on it. I'm
Yep.
going to be on it as well. So definitely watch out for our first impressions or whatever the case may be. If the game is good enough, we may, I don't know if DJ how he feels about it. We may do an impromptu episode talking about it as far as our full impressions or review. We just don't know yet. I just put that out there in the wind. We didn't even talk about that. So, but it's just something
Mm-hmm.
is out there. But nevertheless, I have pretty decent expectations for it. We're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about this thing called Luna Gaming. It is a gaming service by Amazon. We're going to talk about that. And, we talk about the NFL picks. So if you haven't already, share the video. If you haven't already, like the video. You already know what we do over here. Also, if you would like, you can check out the Patreon. Just look at it. You don't have to donate, but it always helps if you decide to. That would be great.
I
My
think
phone always blows up in this time. You notice
it's
that,
me.
right?
It's me. It's me. It's because
Okay.
Bill's had his picks in, so those three chimes that was me responding, including correcting a typo.
Okay.
So
Okay. Cool. It's all good. And like I said, just go check out the Patreon. If it's for you, that's great. If not, it's cool either way. Just look at it. Maybe it's something in the back of your mind. You may want to donate at a later time. Also, you can check out the streams that we do. I stream every Sunday. Every now and then I may stream outside of that, but mostly it's on Sundays, and DJ he streams as well. He's gonna give you the
mhm.
information once he does his intro. And with that being said, DJ, go ahead and let everybody know what's going on with you.
Well, nothing much. Had a nice little stream last night. What the fuck just happened? Episode 2 went without a hitch. No, minus the background music. I was dealing with the internet issue, which I finally solved, by the way. So, for those that don't know, I have a solo podcast on Twitch under the username EVO325, and I like to first give a shout out to G Rob because he subscribed to the Twitch channel last night. So thank you, and I definitely appreciate that you had a chance to drop in and check me out. And also shout out to King David who just popped up, and Antonio and Doug Thomas that was there as well. So usually go live at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. That's Eastern Standard Time, and it's more of a variety. So sometimes I will talk about sports, but it's gonna be like branch out. Like the last part of it, I knew uh, not a lot of people, especially on this particular podcast. I mean, as far as like bringing stuff up, the political aspects, social issues that pop up, I will talk about that. So it's more variety on there. So um, any eyes on it would be greatly appreciated. And, it's a time to chat. But other than that, week 3 coming up for the NFL. We got these picks tonight. And been gaming No Man's Sky. Oh, man.
Yeah, I heard about
Whole
the updates.
all over again.
How long have you been on No Man's Sky since the update?
Since how many hours since the update? Because the
I mean,
update was,
how long? I mean, not hours. How much time have you spent with it since then?
oh god, has spent at least about 5-6 hours already.
All right,
Maybe.
just for FYI, everybody who's here on Tuesday, I'm gonna make that a topic so you can actually talk about it extensively, and we can
Okay.
actually get into like what has changed since because it was a really big update. I noticed that the other day, and we can
Yeah,
talk
because I
about that. Now.
yeah, because that was actually I did talk about it last night on the stream. So we really don't have to, but I can go into it more because obviously more time. Last night, let's see, on Wednesday it was pretty much, what was it? I think it was, yeah, Wednesday was just talking about the actual patch notes, but actual gaming experience wasn't as extensive as it is now. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably touch on it. It depends, especially if it's more things that you find out while you're playing. So I mean, because I think that's pretty interesting because from where that game started out and where it is now, that's phenomenal. You don't see games do that. Some games they get bad reputation, they just fall by the wayside and you never hear from them again. Kudos to the developers to keep working at that because I mean, honestly, we need more of that in gaming in general. So. Definitely want to get an update on that down the road. Like I said, we're going to talk about the topics. DJ did his intro. As for me, same old with me. Nothing special's been going on. I did pick up some more games. Also, got this stupid thing. If you guys have not checked my pinned tweet, it has the next 2 games I want to use for Sunday retro stream. I'll think about using playing King Griffey baseball on Super Nintendo or Inside Drive 2004. And right now it's pretty even right now, so I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. So it's up to you guys to actually figure out what you guys want to see on Sunday. So check out my pinned tweet, and probably later on that probably middle of the day Sunday, I'll probably unpin it, and that's when I know which teams I'm going to use, which game I'm going to play. So other than that, let's get into it. Maximum Football. I just saw the tweet out. I almost slipped my mind that the game is coming out tomorrow. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see because I've seen on visually and even the way the game moves, it seems like there's a lot of improvements, and I'm really interested. Now, last time the game didn't move that bad. It just the game was still bare bones. It wasn't enough animations, and it wasn't enough things on the field to keep you want you to keep play. But the modes are phenomenal. I mean, that's one thing I can say. Every single mode that I've played is flushed out. They've done a very good job, and that was last year. Though this year they claim to do more. So that's one thing. That's one department that we don't have to worry about. The modes are going to be fine, but I just need to see what's on the field. How does it feel? How does it run? So far, so good. From what I've seen, my expectation is going to be a step above what we had last year. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be like a must play or whatever. I think this is a work in progress, and we're seeing it before our very eyes. So I think it's going to be probably a below average to average game. Nothing the world beater. Definitely not a Madden killer. And I'm just excited to play it. I honestly am because I like to see what they're trying to do. Bill, I forgot. Bills is not here. DJ, what are your thoughts?
I'm like, and I'm lighter than Bills too. But my thoughts about Maximum Football, I'm like, I feel like they're looking like they're at average now. I couldn't even say below average at this point because they're coming up with a good base. I feel like their physics-based hitting and tackling system is where football games need to be. I've been saying this ever since NHL 11, and when that game put in physics-based hitting, results need to be determined through physics. That's how it is in real life. I know it's a video game, but that's a nice base right there. So, and also folks that didn't see the trailer, the second trailer that popped out today, that's the one that I retweeted. You need to check that out. That was a pretty good trailer. That kind of like gave you some insight on the motivation of David Winter as far as why he is even doing this in the first place. And I may have forgotten this, but I forgot he used to work at EA. So the fact that there was a little bit of insight about how his time at EA kind of like drove him away from gaming, I could see the drive to make this game a little bit more now. But as far as the game itself, giving it the college dynasty feel, and it's funny because it's still a multiple mode game. You still have Canadian and American pro football rules in this game. So you basically are getting, once again, 3 games in one. But obviously everyone's going to be on there for the college dynasty mode. And from what I played last year, because I've been supporting this game 2 years running, and it'll be a third this year. They have pretty much what was, as far as like features and sets and stuff like that, they pretty much have what NCAA 14 has and then some, because you're talking about,
I agree. Absolutely.
with, let's see, you're
I
talking
mean,
about,
I have the trailer running right now as you speak. I mean, it looks really good. I
yeah.
can't lie.
So you're also talking about, it's highly customizable. So you see right there, they're going through play designer, stuff like that. But then on top of that, you're talking about like stuff that can happen to your collegiate athletes, like suspensions,
And
which
that's
no
huge.
game tries to even venture into it. And what was the last EA college game that did that? Because they went away from it in the later
Well, I mean, they
iteration.
did the last time it was done, it was on the PS2 Maddens, and they kind of had to get away from it because on the PS3 they got in trouble by the NCAA for keeping it in the game. Luckily, the PS2 game was already hard coded in; they didn't take it out. But that was the last time it was implemented. And this one thing I like about customization games: you can put that stuff in without getting in trouble by the powers that be. You know. Oh, go ahead and finish. I just wanted to add that in.
Yeah, so as you see in the trailer right there, I'm like, you see a whole physics-based gameplay. I know it's on a loop right now that this trailer is playing, but gameplay-wise, that's the biggest draw for me. I really was getting tired of animations determining the results of the play. I understand that you have to separate whether a guy can keep his footing or make this juke a certain way and stuff like that, but they try to bring together physics with these canned animations, these 2-man, 3 whatever man sequences, and it's just they never were polished, they never were mastered from what I've seen on Madden. And it's just like at some point you have to give way to one or the other, and it seems like they've given way to the latter with the canned animations over the physics. I'm like, of course you can help that with sliders in Madden, but still at the end of the day, the animations rule, and you can't really get the full realization of football.
I don't want to make this a big deal about me possibly like saying I'm breaking down a trailer or whatever, but I want you to see this. One thing I like about this, and I'm not even going to break it down. One thing you notice when you look at games like come out like a football game or whatever, they have like this close-up view of the player making moves or whatever, or they have like this close-up view of this animation that you see. One thing I notice about this, they're showing the whole field of gameplay. This is not like some sizzle trailer. I mean, it's a sizzle trailer, but it's a sizzle trailer showing you full gameplay. Like when you go look at Madden or you look at NCAA, like you can go pull up any Madden trailer, any NCAA trailer. It's like they'll show a video or they'll show a clip of a 2-man interaction where like a guy jukes somebody or you see a tackle, but you only see like 2 or 3 players in the clip. This right here, if you look at the entire time, you don't see any of that. You look at this. You're looking at the entire field. This is gameplay. You see everything that's going on. You don't see like this little wow sizzle factor of like that one time we saw the Madden 21 trailer when we saw Todd Gurley juke somebody real quick. That was like a 2-man animation or a 2-man clip where it was close up. You didn't see the entire field. Like right now, you see the whole field. So what you see is what you get. And like G-Rob said, I mean, I agree. It don't look bad. It looks pretty good. I like what I see here, and I'm for $30. I don't think this is a bad. I think this is a pretty good deal. Yeah. I don't see where there's a low risk in this. It's not a $60 game.
Yeah, I made it be known on Twitter. This is where you guys are gonna find me. You're gonna find me here on Maximum Football. I'm probably not gonna touch. I'm not even gonna touch Axis because it's just. I'm like, I understand as far as their franchise mode where they're going. I don't know. It's just something about that game that doesn't appeal.
It doesn't appeal. It doesn't have that appeal anymore like it used to have.
Right. It did at first. I had the first 10 iterations of it, and then
I had the first 2 games. Yeah, I had the first 2 games, but for some reason, like last year, after the last year game came out, I just kind of lost a little bit of interest. I don't know why, but that's just what happened. Let's see what's going on. Quaface also said it looks very good. Doug Thomas says I might have to give it a try this year. Let's see. Pooh is broke. He said I'll see if I could drop money on this next month. So shout out to Pooh. Go check out his channel so he can make some money so he can buy this game. It's only $30.
I'm like, how much did he? I know eating is important, but how many meals did he have today, and how many times did you order out?
Right.
You could have, especially through Grubhub. At least one of them Grubhub orders could have got you the game.
Right. Shout out to Gamer Champ 23. He said he's willing to give it a chance. Let's see. He said willing to give him the chance, especially looking at the second trailer. He has the community at heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
that second trailer is. I'm like, it wasn't the final straw for me to get this game. I was planning on getting it anyway. I just didn't tell you guys. But for me, I've been trying to get the name out for this game in its early stages, and once it got obviously I'm not the only one, but I'm like on this platform, on this podcast, I know I was the one trying to make sure that we talked about it so our audience would know. But it did gain the momentum that it obviously has now. So it's just like I know I wasn't really mentioning it that much. I wanted to just sit back and just watch it grow a little bit more and get to this point where it is right now. So
and another thing about it is, you got the play editor, and it looked like a fully functioned editor, or you can make your own plays. And I mean, it's just so much things that are on here when it comes to you can make up your own bowl games. It's so much. I'm definitely going to be picking this up. There's no question.
See, another thing about the Dynasty mode, with it being customizable, it's just like this is like my league all over again.
Right.
And this is what I was calling for. My league or bust. Now you have an indie dev who went my league or bust. So it's just like,
yeah, I mean the Dynasty mode in here is phenomenal. The things that you can do. I mean, I love what you can do here. And I don't know how everybody else feel about this. I may just go ahead and I may keep it like fictional teams just for the hell of it, just to keep its uniqueness. And even if I do make teams, they're not going to be like real teams. I think it's something special about it having unique teams and having unique bowls or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm pretty sure other people out there are going to have like the real, Florida States, Georgia Bulldogs. Somebody's going to customize it. I'm pretty sure they are. But for some reason, something just telling me just to keep it the way it is, just keep it fictional, because it like I'm big on games that having its own identity, and clearly you can look at this game and you can tell that it has its own uniqueness and its own identity, and I like what I see here. I really do. DJ 313 says I'm supporting change. I'm with you on that. Game of Champ 23 said he showed NFL head coach 09 and APF. I think he's talking about the developer.
I know which one he's talking about. He's talking about the second trailer that they just dropped. They showed a lot of games in his possession.
Okay. So he's already influenced by some stuff.
Oh, he's pretty. Like I said, he used to work for EA, but then
that's true. That's true.
A whole bunch. And he pointed out the fact that it's like, look, I'm catering to a crowd that, and that's why I'm, keeping it close to the vest as far as his motivation. I'm like, it kind of let out the bag. His motivation is the community.
Wow. State of Franchise Sports says this will be my third year support and been a Patreon for a year. It'll be showcased and broken down on my channel. All right, so go check out his channel. He's probably gonna do an extra breakdown. I don't know if I'm gonna do any breakdowns. I kind of got away from doing breakdowns, but hey, listen, I don't mind doing them, especially if it's warranted and worth it. So don't not only check out my channel, check out DJ's and check out State of Franchise Sports as well.
Well, here's the thing with Maximum. What I'll do, since it's not on the PC or anything, I'll just upload clips on Twitter. So you guys just hold tight. I'll just post like little clips every now and then of stuff I come across, just like I was doing, I think, for Madden towards the end, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this, and also release time information. Guys, do not stay up at midnight. It's not. I think he's already made it clear. It's not releasing at midnight, so you can go to sleep, wake up, and it's gonna be appearing on the Microsoft and PSN stores throughout the day. So it's not. There's no set time tomorrow when it's gonna pop up. So just
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's one thing he
get
did
your
say.
rest tonight. Go to sleep. If it happens to pop up at midnight, if you happen to check and it does, then okay, that's good. But don't expect it to pop up at midnight. It's
Yeah.
probably not going to.
Yeah, cause he did say that in a minute. It's gonna come out in the middle of the day, so that's good to know. So nobody
Can't stress that enough
Yeah,
because we've
right,
already had issues with time
right,
announcement.
exactly.
Yeah,
Shout out to Antonio Fletcher. He said, "I applaud their effort and will support them 100%." Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that. I mean, I bought the game last year. I had my issues with it. I made a video about it, and you know, I thought the game was okay. It was below average, but I'm like what I see here. I'm gonna run this one more time so you guys can see. Like, I really like the gameplay here, and like I said, this is one of these trailers that they're not showing like anything that's sizzle or outside of the way. This is what you're going to see when you put the game on. This is what you're going to see. You're not going to see any cut scenes or like quick 2-man flashes. You're seeing full gameplay as if you're holding the controller. And I wish other games would do this when they're making their trailers, so we know what we're getting instead of watching somebody getting dunked on or somebody getting juked out of their shoes, and then all of a sudden when you try to juke, it don't work properly. Stuff like that is kind of disappointing. But this right here, like I said earlier, it's literally what you see is what you get, and I applaud them for this. I really do.
Another thing that I wish they would start doing in these games again, having proper intros, like have the music, have some type of theme instead of these
kind of like how they do on the retro games that I'll be playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like those on a retro game because you be seeing like those big hits and those like very like $200,000 fines that would be today if you see that happen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I'm like some of those guys was getting murdered in those hits. You're like, yo, but it's crazy. But yeah, but that's one thing. That's once again, DJ. That's the type of thing that carries uniqueness and its own identity to a game. It would be great for something like that to be, but they don't do that anymore, and it kind of sucks. And I think that's one thing that I remember, like when I play these older games or when I was growing up, is like those type of games always stick in the back of your mind because it had these unforgettable situations that when you see it, you're like, oh, I remember that. Now, who's going to go back here and think about Madden 16? Like, who's thinking about Madden 11 outside of the bad stuff? I'm talking about like there's nothing like in the game that makes you say, oh man, I got good memories of that, because it's like there's nothing I like. I put out the Madden 08 trailer on my Twitter one day, and everybody's like, "Oh man, I remember that. It was a great time." But you don't get that anymore. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
One more thing. Let's see before we go to the next topic. Spectacular Pooh said the gameplay does give me NFL 2K5 vibes. I'm not going to say I disagree, but my thing is I just been looking at this game in its own lens, so I haven't really been giving it no other game comparison. And I agree with you. It's not a bad thing. He also said it's not a bad thing. No, I'm with you on that. But it just, everything about this game just feels like it's something different. It doesn't feel like something that we've seen before, even though obviously it's football. But it doesn't seem like something that, okay, this is like something reminiscent of Backbreaker, something reminiscent of Madden, or, oh yeah, this gives me, a game day vibe. No, this actually looks like this is a totally new football experience. I mean, it's hard to say because it's football, but it feels like it gives you a unique experience, and that's something that I think in all of sports, not just football, I think it's something that we all need, something unique. That's why I'm trying to hopefully that NBA Live give you something like that. It won't be anything of that nature of what we've seen with Live this current generation. Hopefully it's built from the ground up.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. All right. Let me stop sharing that. I got something else I want to put together. Anything else you got on that?
No, that's pretty much it. Just can't wait to get my hands on it, and we'll take it from there. Mr. Winter, if you have it in your heart, even though it's a $30 game, if you want to give us a review copy, it would be greatly in your debt.
Definitely. So I think he follows me. Son, you can't spray this anymore. It's out of water. Ask mama to put some more water in it. He has a spray bottle when he's shooting the water around, and it's out of water, so he's distraught right now. Well, okay, come on.
It's like I'm already learning to be the police.
No, you can't play with that. Here. There you go. You don't want that one? Where's your controller? You can't play with the mouse, baby. I'm sorry.
To Officer Pooh's like Officer DJ.
How about
Like,
that?
I'm not the one that's being. The hell?
You want this one?
How many L's did Pooh have Tuesday?
About 30. Yeah, about 30.
Oh, I know he. Never mind. I'm not even gonna attempt to give him an L for that. Talking about Officer DJ. Just because I brought it up. Oh, you know what? L. I'm trying to.
The state of sports franchise. Sorry for the delay, but let's see. Let me get my mouse back over here because my son wanted to play with the mouse. No, son, you can't play with the mouse. Sorry, baby. He said, honestly, I was iffy on the gameplay and the load time. Gee whiz, the past 2 years, I would give it a true through this year. I guess a thorough review.
You know what's funny? Because since now we're all on this SSD craze, with I don't know what the gig count is on that game, but and knowing that it's PS4 and Xbox One X, not Series X. If you put them on the SSD externals, I'm sure you'll get a faster loading time experience. Slight, but because of course the current gen consoles are gonna bottleneck the performance. So
now you happy because you got the mouse? So all right.
All right. So
okay. Now can I get the mouse back, please?
He's like, hell no, you can't have this mouse.
Can I get the mouse back
now? Ha ha.
Can I get the mouse back? All right. Okay. No, we don't have anything else. Let's see.
No, Dre's got a question.
Yeah, I'll just pull that up. He said, do y'all think Microsoft will buy Sega? Highly unlikely at this point because I haven't heard any extra news after it happened, so I don't know. But it would be interesting to see.
If they do, it just drives this whole gaming into something where consumers don't want to be in, even though some of these people are out here cheerleading. For these companies to keep buying these studios. I'm like, and then it really, I'm like, when Microsoft bought Bethesda, I'm about to say Bethesda because apparently Kid Smooth is making it a point to play Bethesda games all of a sudden.
Yeah, you saw he was playing Rage. All of a sudden playing Rage 2. You saw it, right?
Bethesda now. But you know, when Microsoft bought Bethesda, there were Sony people that were like, "Oh, we need to buy a studio too." No, nobody needs to buy studios. Look, Microsoft has their own studio. Sony has their own studio. Everybody else needs to be third party. Fuck all this exclusive bull. Yeah, I know. I said too much. I forgot the child is here. So, yeah. They need to just ratchet it down on the buying of these studios because this is not where
I think it starts a slippery slope, and that's the problem. It's not necessarily that I don't think they should or should not. It's just the fact that it starts. I think Broken Games HD just made a video talking about that, basically saying like what 6 companies that Sony should buy. Like, why? First of all, why should they buy them? First of all, but second, like, should that really be a thing? You know?
And you know what's funny? It's suggestive videos like that gets the ball rolling for companies to do stuff like that. It may not be his video in particular, but more people start making videos like that, and then we're all lost at that point because, like I said, it may be a good move for the corporations, but for us consumers, where we're trapped into okay, we can only get this game on this console, we can get this game on this console, even though the studio that's making the game just last year or within the last 6 months was making it for both consoles. What the hell is this for us? It's an L for us, and I think you folks need to realize that.
I don't think it's going to be an L for us because I know a lot of people say it's anti-consumer. I think it is when it feels like some people just feel like they can't buy extra consoles and they don't want to buy extra consoles. They don't want to have to put out the money. But I think I can't say it's either anti or pro. My thing is it does cause a hassle because some games could be on certain platforms that don't need to be there. You getting sleepy? You getting sleepy?
See, and that's I think what you just said, it kind of conflicted your initial point, but I understand the balance there because it's like some people they do like to play on their favorite console. I
Right.
get that,
Right.
but then you because when Sony and Microsoft first started making their consoles, you had just their one in-house studio on each side
Right.
before they started branching out and grabbing at different studios and stuff like that. And it's been an arms race ever since. And then you're talking about games that even still maintain their third party that were under timed exclusives, which that started messing up things for the consumer. And then it's just like now all of a sudden a whole studio and their games from here on out are going to be just a part of Microsoft or part of Sony. And that's the part that I believe as consumers, we don't want to be in. And we don't even want to suggest that, oh, just because this company bought this studio, that this company should be looking at these studios. I know, what was it? I know the rumor about Sega. Honestly, they haven't really done much recently, but I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want Sega. I want Sega to be third party, like period. That's the
Right.
way they should be.
I put it like this. I look at it from a different standpoint because I buy a lot of consoles, so I don't necessarily look at it being anti-consumer. I see what some people are because, like, say for instance, if you have a PS5 or whatever, you can't get Bethesda games at all or not on time. So I can see what some people be like, yo, that's anti-consumer because I'm a consumer and I want that game, but you guys are denying me that. I look at it from a business standpoint because it's business, and I grew up in an era where there were exclusivity on different platforms. I've been gaming since the 80s, so I remember where certain games was not on ColecoVision or certain games was not on Atari. And I don't know if you remember, DJ, when they actually had the little add-on to the ColecoVision, or I think it was a ColecoVision or the Intellivision. You had a little add-on where you could play Atari 2600 games, which is completely illegal, but nowadays it would be, but it was completely out of line. But back then they didn't have any, they didn't have any laws behind it, but now they do. It's like, imagine like if, Xbox made an add-on so you could play PS5 games on the Series X. It's kind of the same thing, but that's how it was. So I grew up in that era where Sega had exclusives, Nintendo had exclusives. So I'm looking at it differently. But if I'm looking at it for somebody who started gaming later on, I totally understand where people coming from. But I think if anything, it's more of a hassle. That's the way I look. It's more like, God damn it, if I want to play this, I got to buy a whole nother console. And it's like, I don't want to do it. I guess I'll just have to wait.
That's why it actually, right now, PC is everybody's last hope.
I've been telling everybody for the longest.
Jump on the PC, and it's just like, you bought that company bought that? Oh well.
Right. I've been telling everybody for the longest, man, you might need to go ahead and just invest in getting one. I mean, I don't see why. You can get one pre-built, you can build it yourself. It may seem like it's a lot of money right now, but in the long run, you're gonna save. So I highly recommend it. Sorry, Pooh, Yakuza's already on Microsoft Xbox already. So I don't know what you're talking about. Dave Tenigo also says if you give it time, it will compete with Madden. I'm not sure.
I'm not putting that expectation on them for
the reason why,
at any time.
Two reasons why I say that. One, because we don't know what Madden Next Gen is going to be like. And two, I don't even know what Maximum Football Next Gen is going to be like. Will there be a next gen version of Maximum Football when Maximum 21 comes out or Maximum 22? We just don't know. So it's something that we're going to have to think about. If that's not the case, it's going to be a situation where Madden's probably going to continue to be the superior football game. Maybe not in the whole package, but obviously Madden's maybe the
actually superior. I would change how I would call that the AAA title.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Exactly. There you go.
So, but we know what's not coming out at all.
Right.
Spell it out. They're not gonna. They're done. They've been done.
Yeah, they're
still, and they ain't giving y'all money back.
Nah, them dudes straight up like scammed everybody. I need to find out if there's any update on that. I might need to do some investigating on that.
As far as I'm concerned, I think that whole thing was even a story.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, now it's like there's no update. It's just like, well, somebody robbed us. Well, you robbed everybody else.
Right. All right, let's talk about this Luna game. And people may not know what this is, and people probably like saying, "What the hell is Luna game, and why is that on the title?" First of all, before I get into it, two things real quick. Quaface did say, "Don't forget about the 2K football game. It may be arcade, it may be something a little out of the normal, but he's exactly right."
But if it's anything like the battlegrounds for WWE.
I'm going to get that game, and we're going to talk about that on Tuesday as well. I want
to get Bill's here for this one. Yeah,
and that's the reason why I didn't put that in the title, because he's not here, because he actually has it.
Right.
But I'm definitely getting that probably sometime this weekend, and we're going to talk about that on Tuesday, because I see some interesting things about that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, 2K football, that's another game. You know, I wonder if that's going to be built from the ground up, because it's going to be on next gen. Let's see, Luna Gaming. Oh, first of all, before I get into that, shout out to everybody who's here. People that are on Twitch, we really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with us. We are growing. I mean, we are 16 strong now. I remember at one point DJ was like at 5 at one point. We thought it was a big deal. So we tripled our audience, and I hope we continue to do that. I'm sorry, we're at 19. I'm sorry. So shout out to everybody who's here. And you know, if you haven't already, let your friends know what we're doing over here. And also, if you haven't already, check out the Discord. Hopefully you guys can check that out. The link is in the description. Really, me and DJ are really like the mods, but King David, he's the one that's keeping everything afloat over there, giving us suggestions and stuff. So check out the Discord. I hope you guys enjoy it, and you can chat with us throughout the week. All right, Luna Gaming, what is that? Amazon now announced a new cloud gaming service, and I want to talk about this because nobody's talking about Stadia at all. Stadia is like dead in the water, and Amazon has stepped in the ring finally with their gaming service. There's been rumors about this saying that this is going to happen, and I guess it's going to, I don't know when it's going to be out, but it's going to be sometime later on this year. I got it on the screen so you guys can check this out. I'm trying to say it's going to be, this is what they're trying to say. They said the introductory price of $5.99 a month, and it's during this early access phase. It gives subscribers the ability to play Luna Plus games across 2 devices simultaneously and offers 4K 60 resolution. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe that's the case. I don't think you're going to get 4K 60 through streaming because you're going to kill your bandwidth. It's just not happening. Not doing it. So I don't believe that. Now, one thing I do notice, I think I talked about this the other day, Bill. Oh, no. Damn, did it again. I'm sorry, DJ. Another thing on DJ that I talked about,
nameplate and everything, and
you're still being called Bills.
L.
What is that? Remember the other night I was telling you that Amazon has like this gaming service that's out there. If you are Amazon Prime, now if you're Amazon Prime, they do have Amazon Gaming for Prime members, and what they do is you can download games. Like you can this is not a streaming service. You can download select games that they put up there for you to have. As long as you have Prime, you can download those games. Maybe I'll show that before this is over with, show you guys what I'm talking about. But I think that's a great idea for Prime members. But this right here, I don't think this is it. I'm not a fan of streaming, especially when they start touting 4K 60. I'm thinking Stadia all over again. I personally think it's going to be trash out the gate. Amazon says it's going to have more than 100 games available. Launch titles: Resident Evil 7, Control, Panzer Dragoon, A Plague's Tale, Innocence. That is a phenomenal game. I highly recommend you play A Plague's Tale if you haven't already. Surge 2, Ukulele, Grid, Abzu, Tale of Two Sons. All right, basically they're trying to give out the same stuff that they was doing with Stadia. I'm not here for this. I'm not a big fan. I think it's going to be trash. DJ, I'm just going to give me your thoughts. What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna start off with a question. Can they add this amount, the introductory amount? Can they add that to that already being an Amazon Prime member? can they add that amount? Like at least incorporate it into the Prime membership? I don't think it's a good idea to have it separate.
Yeah, I agree. I don't either.
I think they should honestly have two. Like, if you want the Luna by itself, that's one thing, and then you can do this. But I would say if you already have Amazon Prime, you should have it worked into your, and maybe it would. Unfortunately, it would have to increase the membership fee per month. But right now I'm only paying $5.99 for my Amazon Prime, so I'll look at it like this: hey, just add in a couple of more dollars to my Amazon Prime, I give it a try.
Shout out to Encore.
Mm-hmm.
He said Maximum Football just released early on Xbox One.
Wow.
So I'm curious if that's just Xbox One or not. So if that's the case, man, you guys need to go ahead and try to jump on that if you have an Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox One, I have a PS4, so I don't know. I want to check Xbox. I want to check the PlayStation Store right now. So that'll be pretty cool. So he said it's just Xbox One. He said check the link. I'm sorry, on Twitch. I don't put links out on Twitch. Put it on my Twitter. Send it to me on Twitter. Or if you can jump on, or you can jump over to YouTube. I think you can put it. No, you can't even put it on the link on Twitter either. Damn. I mean, you can't put the link on YouTube. I mean, so. But yeah, put it on my Twitter. Now I'll put it in the chat. King David said I need to finish a Plague Tale on my last chat that got distracted by the NMS update. But let's talk about this streaming. Bill, DJ, what do you think?
You're about to call me Bills again. I swear, another L.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I heard. You like you stopped yourself. But and I've really. Other than that initial question about including the service as a part of Amazon Prime, I have to do the same energy. I have to carry the same energy that I have for Google Stadia with this as well. We here in the United States have the worst internet service, for what we're paying for versus any place else. Like if I was overseas, I would be all over this, but nope. I'm just gonna wait this out. I don't like streaming these games. Now what?
No, go ahead, finish. Go ahead, finish.
But I just look at it as this is Google Stadia all over again. Hopefully, I would say especially with what they're promising. Google did this and they fell flat in their face. I would say early access should not have a fee attached to it. Just to throw that in too. I think if people are asking for the early access, you're offering early access, it should be whoever's Amazon Prime should be able to access early access for free.
Right. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of streaming. I can see if they had like this service, kind of like how they did with Game Pass, so you can download the games or whatever. I'm all for that, but I'm just not a big fan of it. I think it's going to fall flat. Maybe Amazon got an infrastructure that we don't know about, but then again, Google is Google, and Google has like a very big infrastructure. So if that can fail with that big infrastructure, what do you think Amazon's going to do? Here's the update right here. Doug Flutie, Maximum Football, they put out a tweet. It's right here. It says it's September 25th in some parts of the world.
Wait a minute, is that the actual Doug Flutie?
Is it
user?
Let me look. I'm glad you stopped me on that. Let me look. I don't know. This might be real, bro.
Because remember, I seen a duplicate user handle.
No, I think this is legit. Yeah, I think this is legit because he follows me and he has 20,000 followers, and this might be legit. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is legit.
Yeah, because I just have to ask about that because I remember what was it? Unfortunately, this happened with Clint Oldenburg. There was a similar user. It was a duplicate Clint Oldenburg Twitter handle that was pretty much had everything identical, all except for one. And I think OJ Simpson is the same thing. OJ Simpson has a duplicate account where somebody's spoofing. And so like a lot of people, they retweet stuff that OJ is saying, and a lot of it is like spoofs about, you know, the fact that he got away with murder versus the real OJ who's just talking football.
All right. Somebody just said that it's Tivits or Tivits. It's Tivits. Or it's TVs. I don't know. Anyway, he said they confirmed it on the Discord, so apparently it's out there.
Okay. All right.
He also said some people already sent photos in Discord that it was downloading. Okay. Shout out to Maximum Football, man. That's pretty cool.
Hey,
pretty cool.
Hey, for the people.
Yeah, pretty much.
They can get it to you sooner. It's just like, here you go.
Yeah, shout out to them. So, like I said, I don't have much else to say about this whole thing about this damn Luna. I think, I mean, it's cool. The option's cool.
The name is pretty cool.
Yeah, the name is pretty cool, but I've never been a fan of streaming. So, y'all, whoever gets it, let me know how it plays out. Like you said, DJ, if it's a part of Prime, I would try it. Prime already has like this gaming service that you can download games that are basically like PlayStation Plus style, where you can download it as long as you're a member of the Prime. I think that's pretty neat because I downloaded Blazing Chrome and a couple other games that they had. So I'm all for that. But as far as this, I'm just not a fan of cloud gaming. I'm just not. State of Ports franchise says it's legit. So everybody in the chat, most of us say it's legit. So hopefully you guys could get on it and y'all let us know, because definitely I'm getting on it tomorrow. I got a PS4, so I can't play it right now. And but once I get it on my PS4, I'm definitely going to play it. Come on.
Yeah, because I know this podcast, and we're not trying to get duped by any by the okie doke Twitter users. So since that looks legit, then yeah, everybody on Xbox enjoy.
All right, you got the controller. All right, this boy is a mess. All right, well, let's jump into the week 3 picks, man. I guess we could jump into that. If anybody else got any questions or whatever, you could put that in the chat as well. Hold on, baby, before I let you get this mouse, let me pull up this week 3.
The first game, the game currently going, we're gonna have to each do it by coin toss because Miami has already scored.
Okay.
So it would kind of.
Who's playing again?
Miami and Jacksonville.
Oh, I was going to take Miami already, regardless if they're up already.
Okay, well, I need to find a coin or something like that. Hold on, because I don't feel right picking with a team already ahead.
Already scored. I got you.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hold on.
Yeah, I forgot to do the pick earlier, but I was going to go ahead and pick them anyway.
I was watching the drive and I'm sitting there like, man, okay, there we go. I'm gonna use this dime over here because I can't find a quarter. All right, so since Miami is ahead, I'm gonna put them on heads, and since Jacksonville's behind, tails, kind of fitting.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what the coin says as it spins. They want me to pick Jay Gruden's bitch ass Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, so Jacksonville, coin to the coin.
So you picking Jacksonville? I got the Dolphins. Okay. All right, so let's get into these week 3 picks. I need to pull up
I had the NFL schedule right here.
Okay, I got it as well. I just need to pull up my notepad.
On NFL.com.
Nah, I got the Google one. So
let's go by NFL.com so we can be, because I like theirs. Theirs is more laid out and it's not.
All right, let me pull up then. It's because when I put it in the Google search, it's so easy for me.
Oh, I just pull up NFL.com and then hits schedules.
Yeah, I put NFL week 3 in the Google thing and it pulls up the Google one. But I got it though. I got it. Not a problem right here. Let's see. No thanks to that.
And you say you're jotting all these
yeah, well, I'm about to pull up my notepad so I could type them in.
Gotcha.
What you doing, son? You trying to cut the TV on?
So this game will actually be the first time seeing. That is crazy. Jay Gruden and their rushing is 12th is better than their passing. Wow.
Yeah, Mark. We already know that the maximum 2020 is out now. We know that already. We just got finished talking about it before you came in, so we do know it's out. Okay. Let's see. All right.
Wait a minute, is that Mark Rader?
No, I don't think so.
That
I think that's another Mark. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. All right, let's see.
If you are, make yourself known because
so you pick
too much of a coincidence.
So you pick, let's see, DJ. So you pick the Jags.
Via coin toss.
And I pick Dolphins. All right, so what's the next game you want to look at?
All right, so we got Houston at Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh seemed like another home game.
Yeah, they got another home game. Houston at I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers on that one. I have no faith in the Texans. I think we talked about this on Tuesday.
Yeah, because even though they're on the road, it's just that team is just like you don't know who he's going to go to. You don't know, what the situation is. That situation is continuing its free fall throughout the season. So I'm picking the Steelers on this one.
Okay. I'm trying to fix this TV for my son so he can watch TV.
Gotcha.
There we go. There you go. All right, so okay, let me tell you.
That banging that the son is making, it'll be the same banging they're gonna be doing on Bill O'Brien's door to drag his ass out of there.
So we both picked the Steelers, right?
Yep.
All right, got that. All right. Next we got the Bengals and Eagles. What are your thoughts?
Oh man. Right now, looking at the Eagles fan base, they right now it's a civil war. And you have players that are healthy now, a little bit more healthy than usual, except Rieger is on the IR. What's the name? Jalen Rieger. They were supposed to deliver Rieger bombs. I remember that was the whole talk after that one play that went on Darby. But other than that, Rieger's been ineffective and hurt. So he's out for the next, few weeks. So they're going to have to rely on other hurt receivers like Deshaun Jackson, who tends to mentally check out in games. Right. But I think he may have a good game. And I'm good. After all that, I'll pick Philly. I'll pick Philly over the Bengals on this one.
Okay, Philly over the Bengals. Yeah. I'm taking Philly as well. I don't think the Bengals are ready. Pooh picked against his own team. He said he picked the Bengals. Doug Thomas also picked the Bengals as well. So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I think the Bengals could pull it out, honestly. G-Rob also said he got Cincy. I think they could pull it off, but I think Philly's gonna get this. So I think Philly is going. I think the Bengals going to continue to go through some growing pains. And it's not an indictment on how good their team are. It's just that they're still brand new. So I don't see them doing anything out of the way. So
and you gotta think about it. I know one of the things that people get mad about, I guess, with the Eagles with Jim Schwartz and his defense, is the fact that he doesn't disguise his defense, which, with a rookie quarterback, especially one as prepared as Burrow is, you may want to disguise a couple of coverages. May want to do that. Just saying.
Right. Yeah, it would help. You know what I mean? It would help.
It can't just run a straight defense. This ain't Madden.
Right. It definitely will help. So, yeah. So we both pick. You pick the Bengals.
No, I picked the Eagles.
Oh, both picked the Eagles. Okay.
Yeah, we both picked the Eagles. All right. So next game, you got it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, so next game, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants. This is a tale of two teams that are coming in very much banged up. The Giants do not have Saquon Barkley. The 49ers no longer have Bosa because he's out for the season. I think
him and Saquon is out. That's crazy.
There are other injuries on the front. They don't know how Jimmy. Okay, about to say. I don't know the status of Jimmy Garoppolo. Don't know how his he was injured in the last game. So he left then, and I think Richard Sherman is still kind of shaky injury wise. So this is going to be a game of attrition in which I think San Francisco could still pull it out because they're a better team anyway.
If you're doing fantasy football, and I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying if you are, put some money down on Devontae Freeman. He's gonna get a lot of touches because he got picked up by the Giants. He's gonna get a lot of touches. I don't know. He may be successful. No Joey Bosa on the line, and he's gonna get the ball a lot because Saquon is not in. So
it's not Joey. It's Nick.
Yeah, it's Nick. I keep getting them mixed up. My bad.
Yeah, but, it's the MAGA Bosa.
Shout out to Encore. He a new follower on the Twitch channel. Yes, I am. I'm also streaming on Twitch as well. If not, also check out DJ's channel as well. Try to give him a follow over there as well. So give me the sun. No.
And I see Pooh also on Twitch talking about this is Jim Swartz you're talking about. In reference.
Right. You see that, right?
I'm like, the reason why I picked up on the fact that he wasn't disguising defenses is because you guys were talking about it. I view y'all little civil war in Philly land. So
we both picking Niners?
Yep, I'm picking Niners.
All right. So the next one after that, we got Patriots and Raiders. This is going to be a really good game. This is going to be a real good game because the Raiders are a lot better than people thought they would be.
They're on a roll right now.
They're on a roll. They're playing good football. They're playing really good football, and it's kind of surprising when you see how well they're playing. So I'm interested to see how this game is going to play out. Also, the Patriots are playing pretty good. The Patriots are 1-1. Who did they lose to? I didn't know they were 1-1.
They lost last week's game. It was Seattle.
Oh yeah, they did lose to Seattle. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, because what's the name? What was it? The last play they ran, I think they could have. I don't know if they could have tied the game or won the game, but they wanted to run it with Cam at the end, and they got stuffed.
Oh, okay.
It was like the final moments of the game. So.
Okay, I got it. See, I didn't know that. I forgot all about that just that quick that they lost. But I heard that was a good game. But on this one, I'm taking the Raiders. I think Cam Newton's still going to do what he do, but I just think that the Raiders got a little bit too much on defense for what the Patriots can do. I think they're going to come up short, maybe by 3 to 6 points. I think the Raiders are going to be able to move the ball down the field against the Patriots. So I'm taking the Raiders in a close one.
I'm gonna pick New England on this one. Even though the Raiders are on a roll, I feel like Cam has found some form of footing, and
there's no doubt
the team is gonna rally around them. And plus, even though there's no real home field advantage because there's no crowds in New England, but they're Las Vegas is making that cross country trip, and most West Coast
that is true.
That trip usually lag a little bit, so I'll give this one to New England.
Okay, so you picking the Pats, I'm picking the Raiders. I am a little biased because that is the team I'm using on my franchise on Madden, and I've grown to be fond of them. I'm not a fan of them, but I've grown to be fond of the team, and I like what they're doing over there. So definitely, I'm taking the Raiders on this one. All right, so the next one we got the Titans and Vikings. I'm taking Titans on this one, and I think the Titans are going to be. Titans are going to run through the Vikings.
Is Kurt going to have more than 0 for a QB rating? Which one's going to happen first? He gets a stat in his QBR, or his father stops preaching hate?
Well, it's going to be more of his stats because his father's not going to stop. So, but I'm taking the Titans on this one. I think they're especially with Fitzpatrick actually starting to move the ball. Not Fitzpatrick, yeah, Fitzpatrick actually. Not was it Tannehill? Sorry, I was saying Fitzpatrick. Tannehill, especially with Tannehill starting to move the ball with his arm, and with him and Derrick Henry running the ball, it's going to be like a really big deal against that Vikings defense. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. So I think the Titans are going to take this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm picking the Titans, and I already have this idea for this Vikings T-shirt to stop preaching hate with the H and Kirk Cousins' number right there, number 8.
All right.
I would definitely make a whole lot of money to Minnesota Vikings fans. They come up with that shirt. They will buy it because they'll see the number, but they won't read the rest of it.
So right now, it look like the Dolphins are moving in on the Jaguars, about to be 14-0 because they're moving the ball pretty well. So hopefully we'll see how that just got a pass interference at the end zone, so that ball's gonna be on the 1. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, you're behind.
Yeah,
you're way behind.
I'm watching it on the stream.
They already scored.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the stream. So
that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch it on the stream. So I am behind. So State of Sports franchise, he's behind as well. He said New England at home. Nah, the home field advantage don't work as much anymore. There's no crowds. So I'm taking the Raiders. Let's see, we already did the Titans and Vikings. All right, your team versus the Browns. I'm already saying I'm taking the Redskins.
That was appropriate that you said your team. It's very appropriate.
I mean, I don't want to say the team. I already said Redskins, but I'm taking
No. I was just saying you said it organically, so I was like noting that was funny in its organicness. So
right. But but I'm definitely the Browns are in shambles still. They did win a game so far, which I'm surprised. But I think the football team is going to be much better against the Browns. They're going to be a better team, and it's going to be probably by maybe a 1 or 2 touchdown win. And also, I think Baker Mayfield's going to be running for his life.
I think the key here is not so much going to be Washington's defense. It's now squarely on their offense, because we know their defense minus Adam Archuleta Jr. is very much legit. We just need their offense to catch up, and that's going to depend on Dwayne Haskins. But it's also more importantly going to depend on their offensive line. They're without Scherf. They pretty much.
But who's rushing the pass on Cleveland?
Myles Garrett. And we don't have any top tier linemen out. We really don't have any top tier linemen. So last week they was having issues with. I
honestly forgot about him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's there. So it's just like if they key their blocking on him, protect Haskins. I think if they focus on a quick passing game, which was working against the Cardinals, I don't know why they didn't think about that. Knowing that fact, you do have a young quarterback back there. Get that chemistry with McLaurin going. F1 McLaurin, get that going, and then spread the ball around. Don't just target the tight end all the time, because I saw that. Thomas is one of the highest targeted tight end in the league right now, Logan Thomas. So I think he was listed at like 25 point whatever percent of the time he's been targeted by.
Oh wow!
So obviously I'm picking Washington. I call them the Red Wolves, potential Red Wolves. I think it'll be a close game though. Because coverage-wise, you still have to deal with Beckham.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game too. Maybe touchdown or less. And I will see that. I think that Washington's going to be the team that's going to win.
Kendall Fuller is listed as healthy, so I think we may not see Troy Apke back there. I think the intention was to have Fuller at free safety from the very beginning. Because Troy's playing out there like he has no experience, even though he's been in the league like 3 years. But most of that time has been like spot duty and special teams.
Okay.
They can put him back there.
So we both picking the football team. I called them the Redskins twice already.
Mm-hmm.
Need to start calling them the Red Wolves because I like that name better, honestly. But I don't know. What is it? Oh, he's just making noise. Son,
he's sleepy.
What are we doing? Yeah, he's sleeping. He's sitting there watching something on TV, PBS Kids or something like that. All right, Rams versus Bills. Bills at home.
Ooh.
Both teams are 2-0. Rams and Bills. This is gonna be a tough one. I think the Bills gonna win this. Mm-hmm. I think the Bills got a slightly better defense, but I would not be surprised if the Rams win. The Rams are actually playing good football as well. But I think it's good. It's going to go into the quarterback play. Who's going to be the better quarterback? Is it going to be Goff or is it going to be Josh? Is it Josh Allen? Yeah,
Yeah, Josh Allen.
It's good. Which one is going to be? Allen has played tremendously good so far. Goff played pretty good as well so far. But I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
I'm giving the edge to the Bills on this one too. I feel like they have more lethal weapons on offense than the Rams.
I think they got more weapons. I think they got more weapons on defense. Offense?
I said more lethal. I didn't say necessarily more. So I look for Diggs to have an explosive game in this one. I'm like, as long as they can protect Allen, and Allen doesn't revert back to I just throw the ball anywhere at any point.
Well, I will say this as well. I don't think it's necessarily reverting. We got to understand Allen I think that was his first or second year. So I don't think it's anything that I think he just went through a bunch of growing pains. I think he's learned more than just saying, I had a bad habit I need to fix. I think he went through the learning process, and I think he's going to be a lot better because of that. I don't think he's going to do anything like that. So
no. That's the thing. I'm looking out for the fact that some people can have bad games, and
he hurt himself. You okay? All right. You want to go to my room?
Hey, VF, go and take care of him. I can manage while you.
I'll give you a few seconds. He'll be done. See, told you.
Good grief.
No, I wasn't really worried. He'll be done.
So
he popped his hand with the controller and he was screaming. He's fine.
Nah.
But let's see. What was State of Franchise Sports says Bills. Yeah, I just think I think Bills just the team's gonna be better than the Rams on this one. I think both teams are pretty much evenly matched. Son, put it down. All right, go ahead and handle that real quick. I'm gonna go take it to his mom.
Gotcha. All right, so
come on.
So I see in the chat that DJ Detroit said that he just got maximum downloading. Do you have it on PS4? Do you have the PS4 or do you have this Microsoft? So,
all right, I'm back.
Yeah, I had asked DJ because he literally just said he's downloading maximum right now. I just asked him what system he's doing. He's on.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just Xbox though. I think that's the problem.
Well, that's the thing. If he's able to download it, if it popped up on the PSN store, then I can go after it.
Yeah, that's all.
I have my phone right here. I can just go and do what I got to do.
I'm looking at it on my phone as well, and I haven't seen it yet, and that's what I'm waiting on as well.
Right.
Nevertheless, yeah, my son was over here playing with the controller, hit him in the hand, and he thought it was the worst thing in the world. So, he is what he is.
But all right. So we're basically just wrapping up this Bills Rams matchup.
Right. Let's see.
Because we don't want to go. Do we want to talk about the next game?
Oh yeah, we getting into it. I just want to put this up here. Attention span sports cards and memorabilia. I like that name. He said, guys, I'm so pumped for this game. I think a lot of people are. I mean, not to get too far off track, but I think a lot of people are understanding what maximum football is. They see the improvements. The game honestly looks decent. It looks like you can have a lot of fun with it. And I think a lot of people just need something new, and they need something a little bit more refreshing than playing Madden every year. Because a lot of us have some lag of just playing Madden every year. It gets old after a while. So
everyone knows my story. I walked away from it. Haven't bought it. Haven't played it.
Right. So I mean, it's easy. So both of us are taking Bills on this. Type that in. Well, I think my son's probably gonna go to sleep after that. I think that one put him over the top. All right, let's see. Falcons and Bears. G-Rob, where you at? I'm taking the Falcons.
You really gonna take the Falcons after?
I don't want to, but I'm taking the Falcons because I believe the Falcons actually can move the ball. They can do everything right. The only reason why they will lose because they'll get in their own way. And that's the only thing. I don't think the Bears are equipped enough to beat them. but I do think that I think the Bears could win this game because the Falcons will mess up. If you're looking at the offense, you're looking at Matt. I'll put it like this: the Falcons will lose. It won't be because of the offense. I'll put it that way.
Man, Falcons are trash. Bears.
I won't say that. I mean, I won't say that a team that puts up that many numbers and put that. I won't say the complete team is trash. I will say like the coaching staff, especially the special teams coach, the head coach. I will say that the organization that's behind the players are trash. I won't say the players are, but yeah, I'm taking the Falcons, but I would not be surprised if they get in their own way again. Let's see. Quaface says he's taking the Bears. State of Franchise says the Falcons offense can do more than the Bears can despite a good defense. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the Falcons offense, I think the Falcons probably has the best offense in the league. It's just that they cannot get out of their own way. I mean, I think Matt Ryan put up almost 700 yards in 2 games. That's unheard of right about now. I don't even think Pat Mahomes has done that yet. So you have the offense. It's just that hell, you can even say the defense is not that good because the defense gives up a lot of stuff either. So I think the Bears could win if they can keep up. But I think at the end of the day, I'll take the Falcons unless if they get in their own way. Attention span says Mitch Trubisky is going to have a wake-up call this week. Mitch has been playing pretty good, man. I got to give him credit, man. I give him credit.
What's going to happen? The wake-up call is going to be at the beginning of the game. At the end of the game, Atlanta's defense and everybody else is going to have a wake-up call.
VF, give them the Eagles your offensive coordinator. Nah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Cowboys stole that heart last week. I don't expect much from ATL the remainder of the year. I would not be surprised either. That could have. One thing I will say, I think the offense themselves, I think they will bounce back. I don't think it's going to drain their entire psyche for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. So I think the offense will be fine. I'm still worrying about the defense. If the defense, they're going to be uninspired because of what happened. I think the offense is going to be fine. I think the offense will probably put up another 30 points. I think they'll be okay. The problem is what the defense and special teams going to do. Because, I mean, you got veterans on offense. I mean, you got Todd Gurley, you got Matt Ryan, you got Julio Jones. Hell, even Calvin Ridley. He's young, but he's playing like a veteran. So I think Hayden Hurst at tight end, they got everything there as far as the leadership and the veteranship is that a word? To actually get along throughout the season despite what happened. I think everything else is behind them. They may be discouraged.
Damn. Who is this?
What the hell? He said the Cowboys basically did a Shang Tsung to the Falcons. G-Rob said the Julio is banged up. Bears can pressure Ryan 24-20. Bears win. Go, Bears go. I can see that, but you also got to understand right now, even though Julio is hurt, Calvin Ridley's the number 1 receiver. Calvin Ridley was the one that had all the yards last game against the Cowboys. Julio only had 2 catches for 24 yards, and they still managed to put up 39 points. So, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying, but yeah. Spectpooheagles says Cowboys did what Shang Tsung did to the Falcons.
Yeah, you already said that.
I did that. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. All right, so Bill, DJ, what are you picking again?
I was picking, let me see. That was Chicago and Atlanta. I was picking Chicago because I already said it. Atlanta's trash, so I'm picking Chicago straight up.
You're taking the Bears. I'm taking the Falcons.
All right, so now we're on to the afternoon games.
At the 4 o'clock.
Later afternoon. Yeah, the 4 o'clock games.
All right, the first game, Chargers and Panthers.
Well, we know Herbert is starting, so I think that will get me to pick the. I'm about to call them the Clippers. So I'll pick the Chargers in this one. I don't have any faith in Carolina right now, especially I don't think they have.
I think McCaffrey's gonna be out. I'm picking the Chargers as well. Mm-hmm. I think the Chargers on that. I think Chargers to win by 2, maybe 17 points. Damn, so I'm taking the Chargers on that. Doug Thomas say the Chargers as well. I don't think there's any more elaboration we need to go into that one. I think that's Quaface also says Chargers.
Other than the fact that it was strange what was reported about Tyrod Taylor when the fact that he was the reason why he was out because the doctor stabbed him in the chest.
Yeah, he punctured his lung. You saw that?
Yeah.
I showed my wife that. My wife was like, "Nah, that's a lawsuit."
Yeah, some people was like at first when it was initially reported, everybody was like, "Oh, that's a fake. That's fake news." And it was like, yeah. And then I was listening to what's his face who does a show on YouTube. Used to punt for the Indianapolis Colts, and he was talking about how like that actually is a warning that the doctors give. So that's why it can't be a lawsuit. Players when they're being administered I don't know if it's like a cortisone shot or whatever. The doctor warns them, hey, this could, strike because the way they have to place the needle is above the rib because I think he had cracked ribs or something like that.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee, thank you. It's a common thing. Apparently, it rarely gets reported and rarely hear about this happening. But to have that, the warning from the doctor is always present, so it actually protects them from a lawsuit if there was one to be pursued. Because it's like you get this, the shot's administered just above the rib, and then with a chance you could puncture a lung.
Right.
So I feel like all the NFL players are aware of this. That it could happen, and that's what happened to Tyrod Taylor, and that's why he was out last week and definitely will be out this week.
I don't think he should come back and play. Herbert played phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, let alone I'm not even talking about the lung situation. I just thought Herbert just played a better. He played very good against.
Which, now that I think about it, actually explains part of the reason why Williams wasn't as active. I think he likes Tyrod Taylor a lot more than he's used to Tyrod Taylor than Herbert is. And I think once Herbert gets into the form, one's performance will pick up. But yeah, everything else still remains the same.
Give him a couple of practices, a couple of weeks. I think they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So we both picked the Chargers on that. Next game is going to be the Colts versus Jets. This is a bottom feeder game. This is bottom feeders game. I don't think this one's going to be nowhere near entertaining. It's going to be some sloppy football. I'm taking the Colts because the Jets are just worse. I would not be surprised if the Jets win, but I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, that's an easy one for me, Colts.
All right. So I don't have anything else to elaborate on that. Sam Darnold, he has been playing pretty decent, but the Jets just don't have anybody, man. And isn't Le'Veon Bell, isn't he out or something like that?
Yeah, he's out too. And I don't know if Jamison Crowder, I don't even know if he's playing in this week either.
Right. I don't think so either. Real quick, Mr. Ham said that's crazy. The Chargers are willing to go to any length to get Herbert into play. That's crazy. Ham also picks the Colts. Quaface picks the Colts. Doug Thomas picks the Colts. We're all going with the Colts on that one. Nobody cares about the Jets. Cowboys and Seahawks 425 game. That's going to be a pretty good game. I'm taking the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will beat the Cowboys on this one. But I will say this, a big but. Mm-hmm. This has upset written all over it. The Cowboys could possibly go into Seattle. I think Seattle has fans. I'm not sure. But
no, they don't.
They don't? Okay.
The fans that they showed were people who won a contest, I guess, for some reason. So they were the only fans in the stands were those 4 people.
Yeah, so I would not be surprised if the Cowboys pull away with the win on this one, but I'm taking the Seahawks on this though. Seahawks just look like they're more well-rounded to go.
Yeah, I'm sold on that connection with Wilson and DK and Metcalf, so I'm going with Seattle on this one. Yeah. Fuck the Cowboys.
Let's see. Dave Ten Eagle says Seahawks. Quaface says Cowboys. So, wow. Yeah, Quaface says Cowboys.
Quaface, you are no longer a Washington fan. Don't ever pick the Cowboys. Don't ever pick the Cowboys in my presence ever again. I better be missing a podcast when you pick the Cowboys. Remember, you pick Washington or you pick against the Cowboys while I'm on this show. Remember that.
Mr. Ham says Seahawks by 20. Wow. And Doug Thomas says Seahawks. So that's that for that. When the next 425 game is the Broncos against the Buccaneers. They're playing in Denver, which I think I'm not sure about their fans either. But no Drew Lock. Drew Lock is hurt. So I'm taking the Buccaneers on this one. I think Tom Brady is going to win this one pretty easily.
I see Gronk finally breaking through. Remember, this is week 3. This is the within the range games that I felt like everybody's going to start cleaning up their act and getting into the groove of the season. So I think Tampa's going to win this one.
Yeah,
I say by 15.
Win by 15. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ham says Buccaneers by 10. I don't know about how much. I can see it being. I can see it being about 17, maybe 20. Because I just don't think that. I don't think that just the Broncos are just too beat up right now. So I don't see them doing anything. So that's gonna be
because everybody recognizes that Mike Evans will show up in this game like he did last week.
Yeah, I think so too. The Buccaneers, but the Broncos don't have too much of a secondary either. So
nope.
So Lions and Cardinals. They're playing in Arizona. I'm taking
that's
Cardinals.
Easy. Cardinals. Yeah,
I'm taking the Cards on that. Yeah, I'm taking the Cards on that. I have no faith in the Lions. I'm still on board, like we said on Tuesday, that it's possible that the Lions could go on 16. And I hate to say it like that, but yeah. Dave 10 Eagles said the Broncos will beat the Buccaneers.
Wow. I want what you're smoking. Man.
He did. He said it in the chat. He said they're going to win.
He's a bold one.
Yeah, there it is right there. Dave 10 Eagles said Broncos. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Doug Thomas with the Cardinals game. He said Cards. When Ms. Ham says Cardinals by 25. G-Rob says the Cardinals. And Spectacular Pooh is 45 seconds behind. He says the Bucks will win. But yeah, there's nothing else to see here. Like you said, Mike Evans could possibly go off. The running game could be working for the Buccaneers. I don't know if they're going to win by 25, but I can see where it happens. I can see them getting blown out.
Right.
I don't think it will, but I can see it happening. Also, G-Rob said Cards. Dave 10 Eagle said Cards. Okay, Dave 10 Eagle is back to earth. All right. Saints and Packers, 8:20 game. This is the Sunday night game.
Packers.
Taking the Packers over the Saints. I'm taking the Packers over the Saints as well. The Saints offensively is just not going to keep up with Aaron Rodgers and company. Obviously, you got Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball. The running game for the Packers is actually phenomenal as well. Too much of a balanced attack. The Saints just not going to be able to keep up with them. The Saints will put up points, but the Packers could possibly put up 35 to 40. Now, I don't think the Saints are going to be able to do that without. They also don't have Michael Thomas, so
I could see a viable strategy in Drew Brees only throwing under 5 yards per play. If they play that type of game, they can keep the Packers offense off the field.
Possible.
So if they play that possession type of offense, as he's clearly showing in his passing that that's what he wants to do, because it's not that he can't throw over 5 yards, it's that he will not throw over 5 yards. So that's even worse than not being able to throw 5 yards. So, but I think the Packers will roll in this one.
Spectpooheagles says Packers. He's over there on Twitch. Remind everybody we are streaming on Twitch as well. Quaface, he jumped over there to Twitch. Shout out to that. Thanks for the dual support. He says Packers as well. Mr. Ham says Packers by 6. Drew Brees is finally showing his age. I totally agree. G-Rob is a Bears fan, so he would never pick the slackers. He's picking the Saints. He called them the slackers.
There are sinners and there are saints. Right now,
well, I'm gonna tell you right.
Sinners.
Right. Look who's back. You're back, huh?
He was
Pimp
like, my
money.
hands, my pimp hands healed up. I'm ready to go.
Right.
Where them hoes at?
Now we have the Monday night game, Chiefs at Ravens. I'm actually surprised this wasn't the first game of the season, but that's another story for another day. Chiefs and Ravens, man, what are we looking at there?
Wow, this game is in Baltimore too. Even though there's no crowd there, but still the mystique of being in Baltimore. This obviously, as a Monday Nighter, is the game of the week.
I agree.
So, I think Baltimore's defense is way better than it was last year.
Yes.
I don't think the Chiefs defense has enough to be able to stop Baltimore, and I think this may be a runaway game.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I honestly believe, and I hate to say this,
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chiefs are somewhat have a little Super Bowl hangover. Their team don't look as good as they did last year. Their defense do look suspect. You saw what Justin Herbert did against them. He didn't play his best game, but they managed. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to say, I was like, the man was pressed into starting just 10 minutes before the game and did work on the Chiefs. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Now you're looking at a guy like Lamar Jackson. You're right. This could be a runaway game. I don't think the Chiefs defense is. I'm not saying it's worse than it was last year, but it's pretty much the same thing. And I also will say that their offense is. I think some teams kind of figured out their offense because they haven't put up big numbers. Like I said, they had to win in overtime against the Chargers.
Yeah,
so they're not putting up these big numbers that we thought they would.
Yeah,
and the Ravens
were supposed to win that game. That's crazy.
Right. And, the thing is, and the Ravens defense is really good. So I don't know if this offense is going to be able to do what we think they're going to do. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to like me to say this, but I played the Chiefs on Madden and I was able to put up 52 points on them. And I wasn't cheesing. I wasn't doing nothing crazy. I was basically running a game plan and the Chiefs defense was just not that good. Now, does that replicate what we see in real life? I mean, that's up to you to decide. But I can honestly say that, hey, what I've seen as far as keeping the offense off the field actually works. Come on up here, son. Tell everybody you back. You smiling. You're not crying no more. Say hello. Wave at everybody. Say hello. Hey. All right. Okay. So so let's get to this. Doug Thomas. He says Ravens. G-Rob says Ravens. Quaface said his YouTube went down. Okay.
Yeah, because he had said earlier why he was over on Twitch versus YouTube. That's what happened.
Ravens will finally get a win against the Chiefs. And let me go back to that. Hey, if YouTube want to act up on your phone or computer or whatever, that's why we dual stream. You can go to Twitch. Also, Dayton Eagle says Chiefs. That's not a bad pick. I'm not going to say it's a bad pick. I just based on the games that I've saw the Chiefs play, I don't think they're rated for the Ravens. And Mr. Ham says the Ravens by 1 point. The Ravens by 1 point. I don't know. I think whoever wins this game is going to be a pretty good lead. All right.
Now, just randomly, I was checking my email and I see that Putteminthegame has subscribed to my channel on Twitch. So shout out to Putteminthegame. Thank you for joining the crew.
Yeah, shout out to Putteminthegame. Shout out.
You know what? And that's the thing. I had to think of a name for the audience. And I may have just done it. The crew. There we go.
Yeah,
you guys are the crew.
Tell
the
everybody
crew.
what is that?
I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Putteminthegame. Thank you for
shout out to Putteminthegame. Yeah, shout out. Spectpooheagles says Chiefs by 20. You smoking crack? They're not going to beat the Ravens by 20. Let's see. And Quaface also says, he said, DJ, you better come up with some brand and some emotes. But Quaface says KC as well.
One thing at a time. I am not like this current generation that can just easily apply
everything. Right.
One step at a time.
That's
You
all I
know,
am. I need to come up with some, I got the brand and I need to come up with some emotes my damn self.
well, shoot, the one that Pelican Man had on his thumbnail, that
That's a
should
good
be
one,
an
right?
emote. That
That's
should
a good,
definitely be
yeah.
an emote.
That was a good one. That's a damn good one. Go
It's
ahead.
like when the check go through. So, boy. So
So what else we got?
that's it for this week.
That's pretty much that's it. We did all of the picks.
Because I think some of the teams I don't think any team has hit a bye week yet.
No, I don't think so yet. I don't think any. Yeah, I know. I think the Raiders, since I did my Madden franchise, I think their bye week is next week.
Right.
Because I remember I played the Chiefs and then I had a bye week. So I think that.
Yeah, because I was thinking Washington had a bye week next week or something like that. So, but I.
King David said, "Did someone say emotes?"
Oh yeah, he's the emote.
Yeah, he's the emotes guy. Yeah, definitely. Mr. Ham says my crew should be called the Frame Raiders. That's actually pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
That would be interesting for this podcast. There.
That would be. And G Rob says the Lakers are up by 6. I forgot the game is on. Let me see what's going on over there.
Yeah, because
they're 27-21. I'm looking at it right now.
So right now the series is 2-1 Lakers, right? So
yeah, 2-1 Lakers.
They go up 3-1. Huh.
Okay, you see that? What's that?
It's funny. It literally should have been 2-1 Nuggets.
What's that?
If what's the name?
Yeah, that's basketball.
Off of AD, or what's the name picks up AD instead of sticking with LeBron and allowing AD to get that shot off.
Right. Goodness, man, the Dolphins are up 21-7.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean,
that's why I'm not openly picking Jacksonville. That took a coin toss, so I'm forced by a coin toss to pick Jacksonville. So.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, it went to a commercial. He looking at the basketball game. He's like, it went to a commercial. He's like, oh. But yeah, if anybody got anything in the chat, if you got any quick questions, go ahead. I mean, we could be here for another 10-15 minutes. Let us know what you guys think. I'm glad everybody who's here. We had a really good audience tonight. I really appreciate that. Like I said, if you haven't already, go check out DJ's stream. His channel, so you can watch him stream. It's Evo325. I will put that up on the screen so you guys can check that out. That's his Twitch right there. So check that out. Go to Twitch and just type that in. You'll find it right there. Also, I do, and I guess you can say impromptu streams where I just talk, called VF Live Talk. I usually do those I'll say Saturday nights. I usually do those or Sunday mornings where I just talk about things, just random about sports and gaming, or just gaming or retro gaming or whatever the case may be. So also I do the Sunday retro streams. Oh, I'm glad that I put that up there. I'm glad I said that because I picked up some more games today. I actually went to the store. One of the guys that I'm really cool with got me this game right here. I know people are gonna be ready to see this one. I finally got this. Wow. I finally got that. Because I know somebody said they wanted to see this on a Sunday stream, so I did pick this up. Man, so this is gonna be pretty cool. This game's a classic, bro.
So many memories. I remember the last time I played that game. I remember I was over a friend's house, and we were all, I remember. It's funny. Before we had this fascination of recording everything. Well, we still have this fascination of recording everything, but now it's through video. Before, we used to record everything through audio. We recorded ourselves, like, of course, you can't see anything. You can hear everybody. You recorded audio of us playing this game, and people going to, like, we had players like Dante Calabriel were mentioned in the audio recording and stuff like that. Apparently somebody got dunked on, and we were all going crazy laughing about it.
And if anybody that's listening to us on the podcast and I mean on Google or Spotify or whatever, this is Coach K Basketball for the Genesis. I finally picked this up. And the thing about it is I don't just have the case, I got the insert as well. I got the complete package. Wow. I got the insert. Like I said, I got like connections with people in the retro game. in space, and they find what they find what I'm looking for. And I actually got this little thing that comes with it. Is the EA Sports All-Star 95 All-Star lineup. And it has like all the games that came out, Soccer 95. Hold on, baby. I gotta show this. Hold on, baby. Like, look, I got like all the stuff right here, man. I got like what is this? Tough Man contest, boxing contest, Coach K basketball. It has Live 95. I got the inserts of all the games that came out that year. Bill Walsh 95, Mad 95 NHL. So I got like the complete version of this. Like, this is so dope. So check this out. This is going to be on a Sunday retro stream. Also, I had to pick this up. I was playing this earlier. I had to get this back because you can't buy it anymore. So I had to pick up Drive Club, and I didn't notice, DJ. Remember I got all the DLC. I got all that. I was able to download all. They still had my progress. Thank you for PlayStation Plus Cloud Save. So I still have all my progress in this game. So I missed a step. So I'm surprised too many people talking about this game, and I think this is worth the cop. And I'm gonna talk to you after stream why the AI do what it do. Why I think they do what they do. And I don't know if I should show this, but I got this on PS3. I got Live 10 on 360. I picked this up. This was a few dollars, so I got that. Yeah, it's Live 10. And it's the truth. This game does run better than the PS3 version. You just gonna take the game from me though? You gonna take it from me?
Like my game.
You're not gonna let me show them what I got? Cool, I'm gonna let you get it right back. Hold on.
Wow,
I got this as well. World Series Baseball. This is actually an updated version of World Series Baseball 2K2 on the Dreamcast. I got that the other day when I did the Dreamcast stream. I didn't play it, but I got it. But I got this because this is an updated version of the 2K2 version. It's only on Xbox. You can't get this nowhere else. Can't get this on PS2, or you can't get this on Dreamcast. So those are the games I got. But I'm definitely Sunday. It's not gonna be this Sunday, but a Sunday to come. I'm definitely gonna be playing this. So, yeah, state of franchise. I got World Series Baseball, and like I said, this is not the 2K2 version that with Pedro Martinez on the cover. This is an updated version of that game, so it has a little more updated features on it than the other one. So,
I'm about to say, speaking of baseball, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at these up-to-date standings for this playoff race. I know I covered it a little bit last night because of the whole playoff format, but right now, it's a tight race. There's like too many teams just vying for these final four spots in this playoff race. So,
hold on, are you talking about baseball?
Oh yeah, in baseball, yeah. Because they're at the end of their 60 games. It's like the final.
I thought all the playoff positions have been filled already.
Nah. I'm like, okay. when I originally brought it up. Yeah, because I was saying, when I originally brought it up on the podcast, I brought it up because it was just like, this was, because we talked about the playoff format before. We just didn't know like how it would pan out. And now we're seeing how it's panning out. Right. And I'm like, the pennant races at the end are now definitely a lot more interesting. But I definitely hope, and State of Sports Franchise just said, I wish baseball would keep the 18 format. I hope they do. And let's see how it works with 162 games versus 60. Because whoever wins the World Series this year, I actually put an asterisk next to their name. I'm not really counting. Your true World Series champs, defending champs, will still be the Washington Nationals going into 2021. As much as y'all hate it, but they went through 162 games. Actually went from last to first, and they beat the freaking Houston Astros. I had to remember your son was there, so I can't say what I really want about the team, but
yeah, because I know the Braves clinched the other day, and that's why I thought they got all the slots in, because I know the Braves they clinched, but I didn't know if there was other slots available. I didn't know.
I know the situation's kind of hairy in Philly because they're literally like a half a game out of that final 8th spot, and let's see, it looks like they're closing in on 60. I think, like I said, we're in the final weekend of it. So
Antonio Wilson asked, am I going to stream Maximum tomorrow? I might. It's not set in stone yet. And to be honest, I didn't even think about it when I said that I was going to. I didn't even think about it when I said I was going to buy the game, but I don't see why not. It just depends on me, my son, my wife, what we're doing. Once I get home from work. If I got about an hour, I may do so because I usually try to keep those impromptu streams. I try to keep them between an hour and 15 minutes. I don't want to be on there too long. When it's more of a scheduled stream, then I usually go longer. But I may show off, I might do a first impressions. I don't know, and if it's really good, we may do an impromptu stream, all of us together. We may do a complete one where we all share our thoughts. So we'll definitely let you know. Let's see. Spectpoo still ragging on his teams. He said Philly sports are terrible.
But okay. He definitely gets mad when I start ragging on because I go through the whole gambit.
All right.
Everybody in Philly is straight trash.
The one Mr. Ham says UMass and Temple are fire on Coach K. We're going to find out because I'm definitely going to be getting back into it. I haven't played it in a while. I mean, it plays more like it plays more like NBA Live 95, 96. So it shouldn't be too much touching up I need to because I played Live 95 on a stream not too long ago. But definitely, I'm glad I got this because I got the phone call. And dude was like, hey, man, I got what you're looking for. I was like, you lying. He's like, nah, I got everything. Complete in box. And I was like, nah, let me go get this. And it got the instruction manual. It got the little thing. See, stuff like this. You don't find stuff like this. And it's in a pretty good shape, too. It's, really good. And you just don't find stuff like that. But I got connects with a lot of people that's out here because I got 4 or 5 retro stores here in South Carolina, where I live in South Carolina. And if I can't find something, they'll try to. I'm like, hey, can you find this for me? They'll look for it for me. And sometimes, I'll pay them a little bit extra if they go out their way to find it. Or sometimes they'll give me a discount because I'm always in their stores. That goes back to what I said in that video about the pre-orders. If you guys are into buying games, I don't care if you're a collector or not. Make yourself known in some of these stores, even if it's a big box like Best Buy or Target. Just conversate with some people that are there because they'll know the type of consumer you are, and if they're looking for something, they'll be like, "Hey, I remember this guy was talking about this. Hey, I remember this guy was talking about that. Maybe I'll look out for him," and they'll contact you or they'll put it to the side for you. I'm known in all these GameStops here. I'm known in all the retro stores. Second and Charles. I don't know if you guys have one of those up there, but it's a place called Second and Charles, a place where they sell books and retro games. They know me, so it's if it's something I'm looking for, or they'll, or whatever the case may be, they always keep me in mind. So it's just a word of advice if you guys are into collecting, or if you're just looking for a game in general. It's always a good thing to be known, and especially these mom and pop retro stores. If you spend money with them, they'll always look out for you. They'll put games away from the public because they know you're going to spend money with them instead of putting it up on the shelf or putting it behind the glass so people can see it. They'll look out for you because they know you are a recurring and faithful customer. So it's one of my advices, like I said, I didn't get all these games just for, just because I'm walking in and buying them. A lot of this stuff is because people are actually like, hey, I got this game, and I got most of the stuff when I was in Atlanta. And it was like, hey, I got this game. I know a buddy of mine got a game in Kennesaw, or I got a game up there in Buckhead, or there's one in let's say just another Lawrenceville or whatever. If you go over there, he'll hold it for you. So I had to do a lot of traveling, to get some games when I was in the Atlanta area. I mean, my wife would tell you, but it's good to do that. Mr. Ham said communication is key. I agree.
Yep.
Doug Thomas said we have Fallout games here. They have a lot of retro games. Yeah, and I always say if you're into retro games, go in there all the time. Even if you're not going to buy nothing, if you just go there and just tell them what you like, they'll try to look out for you. And if you spend money with them, and it doesn't have to be a lot. A lot of these mom and pop stores, you spend $5 there with them every week or so, or every other week. It goes a long way, and they don't forget stuff like that. They'll look out for you. It really will. So I don't have anything else, man. DJ, you got anything?
No, I really don't have much. Thank everybody for coming through and giving us a listen. And definitely we'll see how these picks pan out. I'm sure everybody in the Discord, I'm going to try to chime in more often. I know I feel like the absentee father here.
I've been a little more active over there. I've been a little more active, but
so I like I said, I keep my phone on silent, so and I don't have notifications on my phone because I just like when I walk away from any technology, I just want peace.
you just want to get away from it. I understand. Yeah. Wow. I know I'm late, so I'm not going to say nothing, but it was a 4th and 6, and Minshew just lost like 15 yards.
I definitely didn't see it. It obviously had already occurred, but on my end, but I didn't see it. I didn't know that's what happened. Damn, thank you.
Yeah, 4th and 6, and he lost 15 extra yards. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Ham said this is what he said. Sometimes you'll be surprised what games you can get from pawn shops. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's another one. Quaface says my retro stores keeps closing down by me. That fucking sucks, bro. That sucks. That really sucks. But yeah, I don't have anything either, man. Thanks everybody. The viewership has been great this episode. Hopefully it continues. Tell your friends about us. Let everybody know what's going on. That what we're doing over here. Not only that we're talking about sports, we're talking about gaming. We have a little extra stuff on the side that we talk about. Check out the Patreon. I mean, $1 goes a long way. If not, it's cool either way. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Maybe one day. Also DJ, he has his streams on Evo 25 and put that up again. So you guys can definitely check him out there. Also, I do a stream. I dual stream mostly. So if you can't catch me, if you don't want to catch me here on First and Framerates, you can go and catch VF Baller on Twitch. And I see there's a good bit of people, viewers over there. Right now I'm up to 4. Hey, you guys think that's not a lot, but hey, I'm gonna tell you that goes a long way. We really appreciate every one person who listens. And I hope everybody who listens tell at least 2 people that this podcast is available. If you can't catch us live, like Chris Thomas, he's not here. Shout out to him. Shout out to Real Football Gamer. He's not here, but he does always try to comment after the show's over. Obi-Wan, I think he's working tonight. Shout out to him. But if you can't catch the stream on this a podcast or while we're live, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, it's all there as well. I'm going to put that right there. You can subscribe to us there. So soon as we're done here, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, I'll post it up on SoundCloud, and maybe like another 45 or 50, well, I'll say 15 to 45 minutes after that, it'd be up on Google, iTunes, and Spotify. And I think those are the only ones. Yep. Next, we're going to try to get on Stitcher. That's the next one I'm trying to work on. So hopefully, we're going to try to get on there. And then after that, I'll try to get on Podbeam. So those are the next 2 I'm jumping on. So if you have those apps on your phone, don't delete them because our podcast will be there soon. Right. Outside of that, let's see. Mr. Ham, appreciate that. He said the show was laid back with the youngin today. Yeah, he was a little laid back. Now he wasn't really jumping all over the place. He did hurt himself, but he did come back to show y'all that he's a strong little boy. He came back a little bit. I think he's laying down. I think he's in the bed now. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work tomorrow because I got to work tomorrow. So I'm definitely check out the stream. I may stream tomorrow. I will notify everybody if I do. DJ, I don't know if he may do it as well. If not, one of us will. So we'll check that out. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. My stream on Madden will probably be Saturday or Sunday. So either way, you'll catch us throughout the weekend. So you guys be blessed. You guys be safe. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Scott Smith. He hasn't been here. Shout out to him, too. I know he'll catch us once we're not live as well. So he always support us as well. King David says there's a lot of injuries for the Jaguars. Chark, Linder, and the center is hurt. Oh, I can understand that.
Also, injury to their offensive coordinator, Jay Gruden, is also always on the injury list. It's a mental thing. Also, a thing too.
That's crazy. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe, and we will see y'all next week. All right, y'all guys be easy. Peace.
Peace.